Dr. Swati, evaluation of intrastromal keratoplasty with collagen cross-linking in progressive K-conus.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'll be presenting a paper on evaluation of intrastromal lamellar keratoplasty with collagen cross-linking in keratoconus. I would like to thank AIOS and Professor Vanity for giving me this opportunity. The treatment modalities for progressive keratoconus in the current scenario mainly comprise of collagen cross-linking, the results of which we are already well aware of. Newer modalities include intrastromal keratoplasty, Bowman's layer transplantation, corneal allogenic intrastromal ring segment, and femtosecond intrastromal lenticular implantation. Intrastromal keratoplasty is a relatively newer tissue addition procedure for which we have insufficient evidence, and it offers scope in terms of improving refractive outcomes, biomechanical strength, and corneal stability in these patients. We conducted the study to study mainly the biomechanical changes which occur following intrastromal keratoplasty with collagen cross-linking on a study group of 10 eyes of 10 patients with progressive keratoconus whom we followed up for a period of 6 months. We included those with a minimum thinness pachymetry of 350 to 400 microns with a best corrected vision of less than 6/18 with spectacles, those who were intolerant or unwilling for contact lens wear, and those who were willing to participate in the study, and those with axial myopia and age under 18 years were excluded. So I would like to show a small video of the same. We prepared the hose bed using femtosecond laser, and we created a flap of diameter 8.9 millimeter with a thickness of 180 microns. Following this, the donor tissue preparation was done with under intraoperative OCT guidance by harvesting a 150 micron donor lenticule of 8 to 8.75 mm using an automated lamellar therapeutic keratoplasty machine, and that was inserted into a manually created lamellar dissection by opening up the femtosecond pocket which we had created. This was done using a lamellar dissector, and then we put in the lenticule. We slide it inside and then we flatten it out, and following this, as the lenticule settled, we subject the eye to accelerated collagen cross-linking. So this is the table that shows the keratoconus severity staging as per the Bellin ABCD stage, and most of the patients were in the mean age of 20 years. So if you look at the uncorrected and best corrected visual acuity, UCVA showed an improvement in 5 patients and spectacle vision showed an improvement in 6 patients, which was statistically significant. There was also a statistically significant increase in the central corneal thickness as expected, and the lenticule thickness stabilized by month 1 going up to month 6 post-operatively. These are the clinical photographs with the corresponding ASOCT images. So if we look at the corneal topography changes, K1 showed a mean change of 1.06 diopters at the 6-month post-operatively, with K2 showing a change of 2.42 and Kmax showing a change of 3.84 diopters. And all of these changes, as you can see in these tables presented, were statistically significant. These are the topography maps of the same. If we look at the biomechanical IOP, the IOP had risen significantly to 16.59 plus minus 3.14 millimeters of mercury, which can be attributed to the increase in the central corneal thickness. Various other Corvus ST parameters also showed a significant change, the notable ones being an increase in the stiffness parameter and a decrease in the deformation amplitude. And the highest concavity radius more or less remained the same, and the Ambrosio relational thickness horizontal also showed a decrease, which was statistically significant. Other parameters such as the 81, 82, the wing distance and DA ratio also showed statistically significant changes. These are Corvus ST graphs of the same, depicting the same over the period of 6 months. So I just wanted to draw parallels between similar studies which have been done in the past, and we have noticed that the changes have been similar. Like in the study done by Sri Ganesh and Brar, they performed femtosecond intrastromal lenticule implantation with a SMILE lenticule, and they found a significant flattening of keratometry as well as change in the biochemical parameters. And Jin et al. Also did Corvus ST on their patients and found a decrease in the DA ratio as well as the wing distance, as well as the study by Pedrotti et al., who put in a refractive lenticule from the cadaveric cornea and found a decrease in both the integrated radius as well as the deformation amplitude ratio with an increase in the stiffness parameters. So I would like to conclude by saying that the preoperative visual acuity showed a significant improvement along with the best corrected spectacle visual acuity. Structural stability attributed to an increase in the central corneal thickness with significant flattening of the cornea observed in K1, K2 and Kmax with an increase in the corneal biomechanical strength. Corneal aberrometry, we did not observe any significant change. So intrastromal keratoplasty along with CXL does enhance the tectonic stability of the cornea and achieves corneal flattening with visual acuity improvement. So the current evidence points to it as an alternative to stabilizing progressive keratoconus with thinner corneas. As it was done as a pilot study, we recommend that a larger sample size would be needed to support the statistical significance. These are my references. Thank you.
Thank you, Swati. Any?
Did you compare only with intrastromal keratoplasty?
Sorry, I didn't get your
Did you
question.
compare intrastromal keratoplasty with collagen cross-linking?
No, we had only one group and it was a prospective observational study on 10 patients who underwent intrastromal keratoplasty.
Historically, you must have done intrastromal keratoplasty only.
No, we did not compare.
Very nice presentation, doctor. What was the least pachymetry that you have operated on?
The least pachymetry was about 390 microns, ma'am. I'll just show you the tables here.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, doctor.